What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome to a quick Overwatch news update. Right now on the PTR, there's a hint which may be indicating the name of this year's 2018 Uprising event. But more than just the event's name, this hint could also indicate a bit more about what this event will actually include. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Currently on live Overwatch servers, if you go into the hero gallery and take a look at any of the cosmetic items which were a part of the 2017 Uprising event, it will tell you that they came in the Uprising loot boxes. However, on the current version of the PTR, if you go to those exact same items and take a look at them, it'll say they are part of the Archives loot box. So what does this mean? Well, as I talked about in one of my recent videos, I was expecting the 2018 Uprising event to go by a completely different name. After all, Uprising was a reference to the King's Row Uprising, which was the historical event in-game that the April event focused on. So, since Blizzard probably isn't going to cover the exact same historical event again, it would make sense for them to give the 2018 April event a new name. And it looks like that may be exactly the case. However, I do not think that this year's event will be specifically called Archives. I think this is just the general event loot box name they've decided to give it, much like what they've done with the Lunar New Year event, which ended just recently. This general loot box name will let them essentially keep the same loot boxes from year to year, without needing to make the events themselves have the exact same name every time. So, if this year's event isn't called Archives, then what is it going to be called? Well, unfortunately, I don't think we can quite tell yet. The one big thing that this general name does indicate, though, is that presumably, from here on out, every April event will be focusing on a past in-game historical event. Archives obviously is talking about things that happened in the past, so I wouldn't expect this year's event, or probably any of the future ones, to be focusing on things happening in the story on the current point in the timeline. It seems like this is likely going to be bringing up old incidents, missions, etc. So that means it could quite possibly still cover the Venice incident, which we know about from Moira's backstory, or even the Operation White Dome, which was brought up in Brigitte's buildup. Or, of course, it is also entirely possible, and actually probably quite likely in my opinion, that whatever it does cover will be brand new to us and something we've never even heard of before. So anyways, that's all there really is to talk about right now. I'll be sure to make a follow-up video if any more information ends up coming out. In the meantime though, if you haven't seen my previous video talking about the 2018 Uprising/Archives event, then be sure to check that out through the card on screen to figure out about its anticipated start date, possible new skin themes and PvE game modes, and everything else that we currently can speculate about. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and be sure to leave your thoughts about what I talked about here today down in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and turn on notifications to both help out my channel and keep up with all my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.